So in this video, I'm going to tell you about a very important studio in Marketing Cloud, that is Email Studio. So as you can see, you just navigate hover over to this section and just click on this email. You will be navigated to the Email Studio section. Yeah, so as you can see, the very first tab over here we have is of overview tab, which gives us a picture of the latest and their success rate and the latest modified or um, modified components or latest components which we have worked upon. And there are few shortcuts available as well to create an email, create a list, or create a data extension. So this is all about the overview tab. So next thing we have, like the next tab we have in Email Studio, is of content. So this content tab shows us all the contents or templates and other blocks we require to create our email, or templates you can say, for sending purpose. Yeah, so as you can see, these all are the templates we have, and we can send these all templates to our targeted audience. And also we can also send email directly from here as well by selecting the template which we want to send. Like, yeah, as you can see, you just need to click on the send and then define the property, select the targeted audience, and the further configure delivery like sender profile. uh, So, in the last part would be like to review and send your email. You can also edit your templates from here as well if you want to make some changes in your templates. So you just need to click on that template and just proceed with the edit button. In the third tab, we have the subscriber data. So basically, subscriber are the ones to whom we have sent out the emails, and this subscriber tab consists of each and every data segment we have in our marketing cloud. Like that data segment can be our targeted audience, our excluded audience from a particular email or multiple emails. So as you can see, this is the list we have in the subscriber tab itself. So all subscribers are the ones to whom we have sent out the emails. These are the list which we can filter out from the subscribers and store them over here. These are profile management, like profile attributes, preference attributes. Profile attributes are like what details we want for our subscriber to be visible in the all subscriber list. Then comes the part of data extensions. So data extension are like you can say our tables which store our data. So we have to define our attributes over here, a primary key and a field which relates to subscribers on the subscriber key. This is the record section, like how many records we have in this, and this is a tracking for this, like how in which emails or to which you can say this particular data extension has been used, where as you can see, this is the email and the targeted audience for this email was this particular data extension, and this is the date timestamp, this is the job ID. Yeah, so next part is Salesforce data extensions. This is also the same as the data extension. So um, this Salesforce data extension interacts with your Salesforce IER records, and also like if you want to send Salesforce, if you want to configure Salesforce send, so you just need to have the Salesforce data extension folder available here, and also the synchronized data extension. These synchronized data extensions are the ones you can say uh, these synchronized data extensions retrieves the data or fetch the data from the Sales Cloud itself. So as my user is integrated, so that is why the Salesforce data extension and the synchronized data extension option is available to me. And in the synchronized data extension, you can see like account underscore Salesforce. This is the data extension of account, and all the account records are available over here. Yeah, all the account records which are available in my Sales Cloud, so those all are synced here. And this is the lead, opportunity, record detail, like these are the custom objects. And next part is measures. So measures is, you can say, marketing cloud defined measures, or you can say marketing cloud defined protocol. And we can like use these measures to work upon our data and to fetch some records from all subscribers, like total emails not clicked on last 30 days. So this will fetch the all the records of those emails which are not clicked on last 30 days. And same, like we can, as you can see, I think what is it? These 7 to 8 are system defined measures. We can also create our custom measures as well. So next part is of data filters. Data filters, as it is clear by its name, it works exactly like filters. Like if you want to filter out some records from a particular data extension, or if you want to filter out some record from a list or all subscribers, then we can use these data filters. We just need to like create and then define the source and then proceed with the filter criteria, and we just need to run that filter, or we can also configure the same filter via the automation studio as well. So and the filtered out reports will be stored into a different data extensions. Next part we have is of shared items. Like suppose I have around 4 to 5 business units, and I want a data extension to be shared among all the business units. So what I will do is like I will move that particular data extension into the shared folder, and that data extension will be visible to all the business units, and each and every business units can access that data extension. So this was all about the email studio subscriber tab. The next part is we have is of interactions. So interaction has many options, like import, data extract, file transfer, filter, query. These all are related to the automation activities we have. As you can see, suppose I have created an import which is importing the Sales Cloud report from Sales Cloud, Salesforce Sales Cloud into Marketing Cloud. So I just need to create an import, and then I can schedule it with the help of automation. And the same I can like same you can work upon the query, script, filter, data extract, and file transfer activities. Like if you want to transfer your data to a FTP server, then you can just uh, need to navigate to the file transfer and then just create your uh, activity. So basically these are the message send, you can say email user initiated or the Salesforce send. And if there are trigger send available, or you have configured some trigger send for your account, so those are all those all resides here. And like suppose if you have multiple journeys activated in the journey builder, so all the journey, like to whom the journey has sent out an email successfully, or what is the status of the journey, so all are present over here. You can check out the tracking of the journey itself over here. Yeah, as you can see, there is a journey with the new journey name. And yeah, so as you can see how many records have been completed, have been like successfully entered into the journey, or how many are in the queue, or how many got errored out. So we can check the status of the journey as well over here. Like as of now this journey is in pause status, so that is why all the emails are getting the pause status. So this was all about the interaction tab. Next we have is tracking. So basically tracking tracks each and every data which is getting sent out from the marketing cloud instance. So suppose I sent out an email to suppose 1,000 data, 1,000 subscribers. So those subscriber data, like how many of uh, them receive the email successfully, like how many of them unsubscribe from the email, so that is totally handled over here. So I can track each and everything over here. Yeah, as you can see, so this is the job ID. It is automatically generated by the Salesforce Marketing Cloud instance. This was the name of my template, and this was the subject. Total sent for, how many of them opens the email, delivered, soft bound. So all these things comes under the tracking section. Next part is of admin. So all of the configurations related to our marketing cloud account resides here. All of the information related to my account. So as you can see, header, footer, subscription details, security settings, how many business units are available over here, and how many users I have, and what are the roles I have provided to my users. And these are the from address management, like from which address email is going to be sent out, reply, like to whom the email will be received. And this part handles the integration part, like if I am integrated with a sales cloud environment, so this part handles the integration. And as I previously told about the file transfer activity in the interactions part, so for that, like I can also configure my file locations for the FTP itself over here from the marketing cloud instance. So and also one more thing, like if as I already told you, like my user is already integrated, so that is why the Salesforce objects and reports is getting visible to me over here, and that is why I am able to import the sales cloud reports and objects data into my instance, marketing cloud instance. So the last part, or you can say the send management part, consists of sender profiles, delivery profiles, and the classification. And if I want to apply some sort of validation to my subject or pre-header, I can also apply. I can like just configure that part as well. Sender profiles, like from which sender I am going, the emails are going to be sent out. Delivery profiles, like dedicated IP, I can get and assign those dedicated IPs to my delivery profile for better delivery of the emails and successfully delivery of the emails into the subscriber inbox. And send classification is basically a combination of sender profile and delivery profile, and it also takes care of can spam uh, compliance. Uh, so yeah, also these are some of the main tabs which we have in email studio. So there are few others tab available as well, like A/B testing and return path. So those are not available for my account as of now, but you can get those enabled by contacting marketing cloud support. And also we have the option of brand builder itself in the email studio. Once we get that activated from marketing cloud, that option is visible under the send management part. Yeah, so this was all about the uh, email studio. I just hope you get an idea what email studio does and how each and every tab is um, supposed to work. So yeah, thank you.